Tyrannosaur here. Got a quick video. This is a GoHo attack review. I just had a few little tips on one of Jeff's recent attacks. I asked him if he wanted me to do a quick video. He said, sure, why not? So here it is. So this is really common. This is what I do almost every attack. Recently, I've been waiting on first attacks and just picking up the sort of a little bit more of a sure thing 3-star on the cleanup attack. So here is an attack from Bojangle, and I'm going to kind of go through my thought process. He pulls the CC. So we're just looking at this attack right now to see what happened, basically. And the biggest things you want to see are what's in the CC, and then where the bombs and Teslas are. Those are the most important things for GoHo. So a lot of times you just speed it up. We don't really care about this. Yeah, so just chilling, kind of waiting. And maybe slow it down here when a bunch of stuff starts happening. You start kind of looking for giant bombs. Haven't seen it yet. So there's 3 Teslas. Always good to pick up and know where those Teslas are. Still haven't seen any bombs. There's the 4th. Okay, so now we know all the Teslas are right here. So this is good intel. And this is also like, if you do one of these attacks, and I think Bojangle only got like a 1-star. That's not that bad. Okay, so there's the bomb spot, and we can see if we zoom in, these big craters that last a little bit longer. So this was a double giant bomb spot right here. And you know, if you mess up like this, that's okay, because if you can find out a lot of information, like where a double giant bomb spot is, what's in the CC, where all the Teslas are, and then give a pretty good idea of where the other one is, that's kind of a success in its own. So, and that's a lot harder on the first attack. So that's about it. So we should just go fresh. So here's the war. This was a couple wars ago. So that was number 6. Okay, so we've found out where all the Teslas are. The Teslas were here and here. That's good intel. That's kind of a lot of the dead space. And then we know double giant bombs right here. Now double giant bombs won't fit here because that's only 3 levels of space. You can go in and you click the walls, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 only. So that's 1 short, or 2 short on the one way and then 1 short on the other way. So there's no double giant bomb spot there. So actually the only other spot, if we look at this base, well, there could be one here, but we saw in the video that a golem went there and nothing triggered. So it's good. You can kind of check it out. Sometimes you have to watch it 2-3 times. But the only spot that it could even possibly be is right here. So we have a pretty good idea, good enough to sort of make a good bet that it's actually there. And because of that position right here, it's a little deeper, it's harder to get to, whereas this one is kind of farther out to the side. It might be a very good idea to send your little kill squad in from up here. You're going to come up here, you're going to pull the CC, easy pull, maybe a hog, whatever. You're going to come up here and you're going to get a queen and a double giant bomb spot. And then you're going to have to think about your hog deployment. Now, ideal hog deployment, you're either going to come from this side or this side. Try and protect your kill spot if you can. So if you're going to come in from a little farther up, like coming up here, maybe you'd want to send your hogs in over here, sort of protect king and queen. And it really depends on the base, but this base is a little more compact. If you look at it, all of the towers are in sort of a region just this big. And when you look at the more compact bases like this, you sort of have to eyeball it and know what's compact and what isn't. A good feature is how much dead space there is. So if you're looking at this and there's hardly any dead space for bombs and Teslas, that's a pretty good indicator that it's technically in a compact base class. And if it's a compact base, you want to send all your hogs in one giant group. It's just pretty much how it works. And that's because since it's more compact, there's so many towers firing at any hogs at any given point. Like if you were to do the surgical style and just send 3 hogs in right here, they'd have 5 point defenses shooting at them. And pretty much at any given spot, you're running into about 5 point defenses. And that's just way too many. The reason you'd thin out your hogs more is if the defenses were farther away and only a few of them could be shooting at them at a given time. And then they can still take the towers down, but they're less susceptible to giant bombs. But in this kind of base, you want to send all your hogs in pretty much the same point. And then but the problem with that is they could, if you sent them in here, they could all run down and jump and get killed by this giant bomb. So what you want to do, since we know where all the Teslas are, we know that if we send in 3 or 4 hogs here, maybe even like 5 or 6, a little squad to take these 3 out, they're going to take these 3 out and they're going to trip a couple of these bombs. So that's what I would do looking at the base. It's always, you gotta have to get a little creative and try and think about stuff. But if we could knock these out, then you wouldn't have to worry about this spot. So that's would be my plan. I would send in, you could even send in, if you were going to do, I've been doing a lot of 2 golem, 10 wizards. You actually don't even need bombers. The jump will make it all the way to the queen here. You could jump right here, and you can make it all the way into this compartment and everything. You could bring bombers too, bomb in here and then jump here would probably be fine. But then you get to take more hogs. You get to take like 28 hogs or 30 hogs, and that can make a big difference. And then you can easily spare 7 or 8, and you send in 20, and they'll just kill everything so fast. Like if you had 20 hogs here, they'll kill everything. They'll get into these Teslas, and they'll just rip these Teslas to shreds because there's so many hogs doing so much damage. So I'd send in, I'd come in here and, plan to drop a heal here for the Teslas, and maybe need 1 here, and then wherever they go down here, right here or something. So just loosely plan where the heals are, where you're going to drop your hogs. And we're going to watch Jeff's replay now, enough talking. So I didn't talk to him before, but he came up with the same plan for where to drop the kill squad. And a pretty similar army. He went with the 2 golems. So this is, pretty much exactly what I would have done. The funnel is a little bit wide for my taste, but it's safe, nice and safe that way. So he goes with the bomber and the jump, so absolutely perfect so far. I probably would have pulled, actually you don't even need to necessarily pull the lava hounds, because the lava hound actually can't hurt hogs. So it's probably fine not to do it. So this is great so far. He sends in, I don't know how many hogs this is, 15, 16 hogs or something. So this I definitely like up here. That's pretty good. And he even has some down here. Maybe these hogs down here will end up doing something, and then the other hogs will miss the giant bombs. So this deployment was fine. So everything about the attack so far is like spot on, perfect. But then this part over here is the problem. Now, with a compact base like this, you can just look at how much damage is coming in. Basically, the defending base, has all of its towers attacking right now. Every single tower in the entire base is attacking and doing damage to the troops. And that's what you want to avoid. Now, the thing with the surgical deployment, like why you'd split out your hogs in 2 groups like this, is if every tower in the base isn't going to be attacking them at the same time. If it's really spread out and you deploy like this a little bit more, every tower isn't going to be attacking you. So anyways, that's what I would see as the big problem. And then there's just kind of not enough hogs up here to really beat through the defenses fast enough. And the heals get spread a little thin. They start kind of going willy-nilly everywhere. And there's just not enough. It sort of peters out. There's skeletons, there's pups, there's spring traps going off, and yeah, so that can definitely happen if you try to spread your hogs too thin against a compact base. So this did get a little long and lengthy, but I went over kind of what I think would work a little better. Trying to send in some hogs over here to make it so the hogs either trigger or path around this double giant bomb spot, and then keeping them all in one group on more compact bases like this so that less defenses are attacking them at the same time. This is the way to do it for bases like this. So it was it's just kind of funny. It's hard to get these 3 stars. It's like everything about the attack was spot on. The heal spells were good, but against bases like this, one little mistake on deployment can cost you the 3-star. Anyways, good attack. Got a high percentage too, which is always pretty good. But yeah. Good luck in war, guys.